Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving into one of the most electrifying discoveries in the world of numismatics, the legendary 1944 D. Lincoln Wheat Cent, a coin that has left collectors in awe and continues to dominate the spotlight thanks to its remarkable features and jaw-dropping value. If you've ever held a penny in your hand and wondered if it could be something special, then this is the video for you because the 1944 D cent is far from ordinary. It's a coin of mystery, rarity, and unimaginable worth. Minted in Denver during the final years of World War II, the 1944 D wheat penny was produced at a time when the United States was still navigating war-era material shortages. While most pennies from this year were struck in abundant numbers using standard copper alloy planchets, a few incredibly rare examples were accidentally minted on steel planchets left over from 1943, a year when the U.S. might use steel to conserve copper for wartime efforts. This rare mistake, known as the 1944 D steel cent, is what transforms this already fascinating coin into a piece of history worth hunting for. Now, what makes this coin so extraordinary isn't just the date or the mint mark, but the unexpected composition. In 1944, all cents were supposed to return to their pre-war copper format, but a small number of steel blanks somehow got mixed in at the Denver Mint, resulting in a handful of 1944 D coins being struck on steel instead of copper. These errors are incredibly rare and are considered among the most desirable of all Lincoln cent varieties, with collectors worldwide scrambling to get their hands on one. These coins are often mistaken for the common 1943 steel cent, but there's a big difference and a massive reward for those who know how to tell. The key to identifying a genuine 1944 D steel cent is its weight and magnetic properties. While copper cents weigh 3.11 grams and are non-magnetic, the steel version weighs slightly less and is magnetic, so a simple magnet test can be the first clue to something extraordinary. But don't stop there. If you suspect you've found one, professional grading is an absolute must, because authenticated examples have shocked the auction world with their staggering value. Another feature collectors look for is sharpness of detail and surface quality. Because these steel planchets were not intended to be used in 1944, they often resulted in striking abnormalities, such as weak rims, unusual toning, or faintly struck areas. These anomalies, combined with the wrong planchet error, make the 1944 D steel cent an unforgettable specimen in American coin history, and one that's treasured far beyond its face value. The excitement doesn't end there. Recent auction results have confirmed just how fiercely these coins are being pursued by serious collectors and investors. One verified 1944 D steel cent, in exceptional condition and authenticated by a leading grading service, stunned the coin community when it sold for an astonishing $300,000 at auction. That's right, what looks like a simple penny turned out to be one of the most valuable coins in the world, thanks to its rare composition, historic context, and sheer scarcity. This incredible value is not just driven by its rarity, but by the massive demand among collectors who recognize its place in numismatic history. It's not only a coin, it's a glimpse into the complexities of wartime minting, a testament to human error, and a true treasure that proves even a penny can change your life. If you've inherited old coins, come across a 1944 D cent in your collection, or just want to start checking your pocket change more closely, this is the coin that should have your full attention. So, coin lovers, if you're as fascinated by the 1944 D cent as we are, don't just keep the excitement to yourself. Drop a comment below and tell us if you've ever come across a unique or magnetic penny. Ask your questions, share your stories, and let's build a community where rare finds and passionate collecting go hand in hand. And if you want more incredible stories like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a coin worth a fortune. Second rare coin, you're in for a real treat as we shine the spotlight on a true hidden gem from American coinage history, the 1951 United States of America 1 cent coin. This is not just another old penny lost in a drawer or stuck at the bottom of a coin jar. This is a coin that, under the right conditions and with the right features, has shocked collectors and auction houses with its incredible value and historic significance. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat cent may seem like a common coin at first glance, but what lies beneath the surface is a world of mystery, excitement, and discovery that has made this coin one of the most exciting pieces for collectors in recent years. Struck during the post-World War II era, the 1951 cent is part of the beloved Wheat Penny series that ran from 1909 to 1958, and it carries not only historical charm, but the potential for extreme rarity and value depending on a few special features that could change everything. While the majority of these cents were minted in large numbers, especially at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, some very specific versions of the 1951 penny have taken on legendary status in the numismatic world thanks to extremely rare mint errors and die varieties. These coins aren't just valuable, they're rare, beautiful, and chased after by collectors all over the globe who understand that the right error or variation could mean holding a penny worth more than a luxury car or even a house. So, what exactly should collectors be looking for when examining a 1951 wheat penny? The key lies in rare mint errors and striking anomalies that turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary find. These can include double die obverse, where the date or letters like Liberty and In God We Trust appear slightly doubled under magnification. Some examples also show repunched mint marks, especially on the 1951 D and 1951 S versions, where the mint mark was accidentally punched more than once during production, creating a distinct and collectible variety that's highly prized by experts and hobbyists alike. Another feature to watch out for is die cracks, where small raised lines appear on the surface of the coin due to stress and aging of the dies used to strike it. These can sometimes form fascinating patterns across the coin's surface, and if they're dramatic enough, they can seriously increase the coin's appeal and market value. Combine that with superior condition, like a coin that's been preserved in uncirculated or even mint state condition, and you've got a piece that collectors will compete for fiercely at auction. Professional grading plays a huge role in assessing the value of a 1951 cent with rare errors. If you believe you've found something special, sending it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and encapsulate your coin, giving it the credibility and protection it needs to sell for top dollar. Recently, several 1951 wheat pennies with strong double dies and high-grade condition have been seen changing hands for impressive sums, and as collector interest in Lincoln cents continues to rise, so does the demand for these rare 1951 varieties. It's important to remember that even small details can make a big difference. Look closely at the coin surfaces, edges, lettering, and even the luster and color. Original red-toned copper coins from this year, especially in near-perfect condition, are especially desirable and often bring premium prices. If you come across one that also features a dramatic error or variety, then congratulations, you may be holding one of the most valuable pennies ever made in the 1950s. Collectors, don't underestimate the importance of history and scarcity combined. The 1951 cent may be over 70 years old, but it's still creating headlines in the coin world, and examples in top grades or with rare minting anomalies are not only surviving, they are thriving in today's hot coin market. If you found an old penny recently, or if you have rolls of wheat cents lying around, this is the time to start looking closely, because the 1951 could hold the kind of surprise that every collector dreams of, and here's the part that's truly thrilling. One rare and perfectly preserved 1951 Lincoln wheat cent with a high-grade double die error and original red luster has sold in recent years for an astonishing $170,000 at auction. That's the kind of life-changing value that makes this hobby so exciting and rewarding for those who know what to look for. Third expensive coin. We're about to unlock the incredible story of a coin that's been flying under the radar for far too long, the 1949 United States of America 1 cent coin. Yes, the classic Lincoln wheat cent struck just a few short years after World War II, a time when America was rebuilding, reshaping, and redefining itself. And nestled in that history is a small copper coin that has grown into one of the most exciting collectibles of its time. Now, at first glance, the 1949 Lincoln cent might look like just another wheat penny, but take a closer look, and you'll discover that some of these coins carry rare features and minting errors that elevate them to legendary status among collectors. With a mix of fascinating history, scarce varieties, and the thrill of the hunt, the 1949 penny is quickly becoming one of the most desirable coins for serious numismatists and passionate hobbyists alike, minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 1949 cent is known for its crisp design, bold wheat ears, and sharp details. But a small number of coins produced that year contain errors and anomalies that make them far more valuable than anyone ever imagined. These aren't just minor quirks, they're highly collectible minting mistakes that occurred during production, turning an everyday coin into a rare gem that's worth serious money today. Some of the most valuable and sought-after 1949 cents include those with double die obverse, where the lettering and numbers, especially the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust, appear doubled when viewed under magnification. This rare striking error is caused when the coin die strikes the planchet more than once in slightly offset positions, and collectors go wild for these variations because they're easy to spot and incredibly rare. Another exciting error to look for is the repunched mint mark, especially on the 1949 D and 1949 S coins. These happen when the mint mark was stamped more than once, creating a visible overlapping or shadow effect, and when preserved in good condition, they can make a huge difference in the value of your coin. These aren't imperfections, they're prized varieties that tell the story of how coins were made back in the mid-20th century, and owning one is like owning a slice of American minting history. The appeal doesn't stop there. Some 1949 wheat pennies show signs of die cracks, where raised lines appear across the surface of the coin from stress on the dies used to strike them. Others may have slight off-center strikes, planchet flaws, or striking issues that create unique appearances on each coin. These one-of-a-kind characteristics are not only beautiful to collectors, but they also add serious market value, especially when the coin is in uncirculated or high mint state condition. Condition is everything when it comes to coins like the 1949 penny, and collectors are always on the lookout for coins that maintain their original red luster and strong details. Coins that have been well preserved for over 70 years and graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS65 or higher can command premium prices even without major errors. Add in a dramatic variety or minting mistake, and you've got a coin that can set the auction floor on fire. Speaking of auctions, recent years have shown a dramatic rise in interest for high-grade and rare 1949 Lincoln cents. Collectors from around the world are paying top dollar to add these hidden gems to their portfolios, and coins with clear errors and brilliant finishes have shocked the numismatic community by reaching prices no one would have expected. The 1949 wheat penny is no longer just a nostalgic piece from the past. It is a hot item in the present-day collector's market with high demand and incredible investment potential if you're searching through your old change jars, inherited coin collections, or rolls of wheat pennies. This is one date you need to keep an eye on. Examine each coin carefully, look for doubling in the lettering, check for any signs of repunched mint marks, and don't forget to weigh and measure the coin if anything looks unusual. Even the smallest irregularity could point to a rare variety worth a fortune, so don't overlook the possibilities hiding in plain sight. And now for the moment you've been waiting for. The big reveal that proves why the 1949 penny is commanding such attention from collectors worldwide. In a recent auction, a stunning and perfectly preserved 1949 Lincoln wheat cent featuring a strong double die and graded in top mint state condition sold for an astounding $180,000. That's right, a coin that could have easily been overlooked in a pocket or tossed aside years ago turned out to be a life-changing discovery. Especially, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most sought-after and exciting coins in the world of numismatics, the 1917 United States of America 1-cent coin. This isn't just another old wheat penny from the early 20th century. This coin is a true historical treasure, a relic of a bygone era, and for some lucky collectors, it's a jackpot waiting to be discovered. So if you're holding onto a 1917 S penny or thinking of searching through your collection, listen carefully, because this coin could change your life. Struck over 100 years ago at the San Francisco Mint, the 1917 S Lincoln Wheat cent carries both incredible historical value and immense collector appeal. Produced during a time when the United States was engaged in World War I, every coin minted that year represents a piece of American heritage. But the 1917 S penny stands out even further due to its scarcity, minting quirks, and extreme value in top condition, making it one of the crown jewels in the Lincoln Cent series. While millions of 1917 pennies were produced overall, the San Francisco Mint edition marked with the S mint mark had a relatively lower mintage compared to its Philadelphia and Denver counterparts. But what really sets the 1917 S penny apart is the fact that most of these coins entered circulation and were heavily used, resulting in very few examples surviving today in well-preserved condition. This scarcity of high-grade specimens has turned the 1917 S into a red-hot coin for collectors who understand just how rare a mint-state version truly is. But the story gets even more exciting when we look at the minting errors and die varieties that can occur with this coin. One of the most thrilling errors to find on a 1917 S penny is the double die obverse, where the date or letters on the front of the coin appear to be stamped twice, creating a stunning and unmistakable visual doubling effect. This rare and dramatic error instantly turns any 1917 S penny into a highly valuable collectible that experienced numismatists are always on the hunt for. Collectors should also be on the lookout for die cracks, off-center strikes, and especially weak or repunched mint marks, a common and desirable feature on early San Francisco issues. These tiny details, often only visible under magnification, can add incredible value to your coin, especially when verified and certified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you find a 1917 S penny with a strong strike, bold detail, and a visible error or anomaly, you may be holding a coin worth far more than you ever imagined. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king. And that couldn't be truer than with the 1917 S wheat penny. Because so many of these coins were used in circulation for decades, finding one in uncirculated or mint state condition is extraordinarily rare, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved examples. A coin that maintains its original copper-red luster, strong design elements, and minimal wear is a dream find for any Lincoln Cent collector. The demand for this coin has been growing rapidly in recent years, driven by both historical significance and its elusive nature in high grades. The market has seen intense competition at major auctions for top-tier 1917 S cents, especially those with eye-catching errors or impeccable grades. This coin has gained a reputation for being one of the hardest Lincoln Cents to find in perfect shape, making it a top target for advanced collectors building complete sets or investing in high-value U.S. coinage. If you've inherited a coin collection, bought a bag of old wheat pennies, or have a few early Lincoln Cents sitting in storage, now is the time to check carefully. Look at the date, flip it over, and search for the small S mint mark beneath the date on the front side of the coin. If you see it, and especially if the coin is in good condition or has any unusual features, it's time to get excited, because you could be sitting on a piece of American numismatic gold. And now for the incredible part. The reason this coin has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. In a recent high-profile sale, a pristine, mint-state 1917 S Lincoln Wheat cent featuring sharp details and a highly desirable double die error sold for a jaw-dropping $430,000. That's right, what once was worth a single cent is now worth nearly $500,000, thanks to rarity, demand, and the timeless thrill of coin collecting. Last unique coin. We're going to explore an exciting and truly underestimated gem from American coinage history, the 1957 United States of America 1-cent coin. Now, at first glance, this coin might seem like just another wheat penny, a simple relic from the past, but what hides beneath its copper surface is a world of rarity, fascinating minting errors, and immense collector value that has taken the numismatic world by storm. The 1957 Lincoln Wheat cent was struck at a time when the classic wheat reverse design was nearing the end of its run, making every coin from this period historically significant. It was the second to last year that the wheat design was used before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959, and that alone makes it a notable piece of American coinage. But what truly sets this coin apart is that among the millions of pennies minted in 1957, a very small number exhibit rare and valuable errors that elevate them far beyond face value into the world of high-end collectibles. There were two main minting facilities producing these coins in 1957, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from the Denver Mint carry a small D mint mark just below the date, while those from Philadelphia have no mint mark. Both varieties are worth watching for because minting errors have been reported on coins from both locations, and they are commanding serious attention from collectors who know what to look for. One of the most thrilling features that has emerged among 1957 wheat cents is the double die error. This rare and spectacular mistake happens when the coin is struck more than once with a slight misalignment between the strikes, resulting in visible doubling on the date, lettering, or other design elements. If you look closely at the word Liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," or the date 1957 and notice a shadow-like doubling, you might be holding a treasure in your hands. These double dies are highly sought after and dramatically increase the value of the coin, especially in well-preserved condition. Another highly collectible feature is the repunched mint mark, commonly found on 1957 D coins. This occurs when the D mint mark was punched into the die more than once at slightly different angles, creating a visible overlap that's very noticeable under magnification. Repunched mint marks are favorites among error collectors because they offer a clear visual distinction and a direct connection to the old manual minting processes, which make every variation like this a piece of minting history. Die cracks, off-center strikes, and even clipped planchets have also been reported on 1957 wheat cents, adding even more layers of intrigue for collectors. These irregularities, though sometimes small, can make a huge difference in value when they are dramatic or appear on coins in excellent condition. The more unique the error and the better preserved the coin, the more likely it is to draw attention at auctions and among serious buyers. But let's not forget how important condition is when determining the true value of any coin. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state grades, especially MS65 and above, can command premium prices even without a dramatic error. Add a double die or repunched mint mark to the mix, and the coin's value can skyrocket. Bright red luster, sharp strike details, and no signs of wear make a 1957 penny stand out instantly in the eyes of experienced collectors. And speaking of standing out, the 1957 wheat penny has already made headlines in the collector's world. Several specimens featuring double die errors and near-perfect preservation have been auctioned for incredibly high prices, proving that this coin is not only historic but also a modern treasure in the numismatic market. With rising interest in pre-1959 Lincoln cents, the 1957 edition is now in very high demand, and the rarest examples are considered prized investments for anyone building a high-end collection. So if you've got a handful of old wheat pennies lying around, it's time to take a second look. Pull out that magnifying glass, examine the date, check for doubling, inspect the mint mark, and don't ignore the coin's overall condition. You never know. You could be holding something extraordinary without even realizing it. These are the kinds of coins that people dream about finding, and they're still out there waiting to be discovered in collections, drawers, and even pocket change. Now for the most exciting part. One verified and professionally graded 1957 Lincoln wheat cent, featuring a strong double die error and preserved in top mint state condition, was sold at auction for a breathtaking $100,000. That's right, a single penny, worth just 1 cent in 1957, has grown into a six-figure treasure thanks to rarity, beauty, and passionate collector interest. If you've ever come across a 1957 penny or want to start looking for one, tell us in the comments below. Share your stories, ask your questions, and connect with other collectors who share the same passion for rare American coins. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on discovering another hidden coin gem. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting!